Hello dear friends, I am Vishnu Gupta and I will be discussing this heat transfer question series 1.2. I have already uploaded the question in form of quiz on my Telegram channel, that is Chemi Engineering Online. You can go to Telegram and search for Chemi Engineering Online, and the video will be uploaded on the YouTube channel with the same name, Chemi Engineering Online. So let us start. Here is the first question that says the conduction mode of heat transfer takes place due to a temperature gradient in a medium which is not vacuum, in solid, in gases, all of the above. So you know the law of conduction is applicable when there is some medium, so this is correct. And in solids also law of conduction mode is applicable, even in gases also, but very less extent in gases, but still the conduction mode is applicable in gases also. So you can say the option number D is correct. Next question. For a given amount of heat transfer during steady state one dimensional heat conduction through a plane wall with constant thermal conductivity and no internal heat generation, a decrease in the thermal conductivity of the wall will lead to. So here important point that you have to note is that with constant thermal conductivity and there is no internal heat generation. So when, and it is also given that the amount of heat transfer, that means the amount of heat transfer is fixed. So when amount of heat transfer is fixed, so if you understand it by the diagram, here is the first condition where the thermal conductivity is K and here is K dash. So it is saying that K dash is less than K because the decrease in thermal conductivity. So what is happening here, this Q, rate of heat transfer, means amount of heat transfer is fixed, that has to not change. So since area is also fixed, only what is changing, thermal conductivity is changing, K and K dash, and K dash is becoming less. So the product of thermal conductivity and temperature gradient has to be constant. So for a product to be constant, because this value is constant in both the cases, so what you will have to do, this temperature gradient should increase. That means if K dash is less than K and amount of heat transfer is same, so for given T1, T2, T1 dash and T2 dash, this dt over dx, this is the x-axis, so the temperature gradient, that drop in temperature will increase. So that has to be understood because the product is constant, the amount of heat transfer is constant. So for that case this option will be right option. Now third question, for a steady state one dimensional heat conduction through a plane wall with constant thermal conductivity and no internal heat generation, temperature distribution within the wall will be proportional to. Okay, so for a general one dimensional heat conduction, this is the energy balance equation. So here whatever the condition is given, we will try to apply. So it is saying this is one dimensional, so del square T will become simply del square T del x square, and it is saying through a plane wall with constant thermal conductivity, so K is constant, and no internal heat generations, that means this term will go off, so this will become 0. Temperature distribution, and since it is a steady state, this term also will become 0, so here also 0. The temperature distribution within the wall will be proportional to x square independent of x, both B and C are possible, where x is the distance from one of the ends of the wall. So this x coordinate, so suppose this is the wall in which heat transfer is taking place, so this distance is x. So here it is asking what is the proportionality of dt over dx with x, this distance. So let us solve this. If you take this d square T over dx square is equal to 0, integrate both sides. So integrating this will give dt over dx, and this will become a constant value. So you can integrate it once more, so this will become temperature and dx that side C1x plus C2. So you can see temperature is directly proportional to x. Sorry, this is not about temperature gradient it is asking about temperature. So when there is one more possibility at this question. If they ask about the temperature gradient proportionality with x, so temperature gradient is independent of x, whereas temperature is directly proportional to x. Here you can see in this relationship. So for this question, when it is asking temperature distribution, for this the answer will be x. But when if it has asked temperature gradient proportionality, so it will be a constant value, so it will be independent of x. So for this question, since it is asking temperature distribution, so we will go with the option A. Here is the fourth question. Heat is transferred from an electric bulb by. So in this case, our answer will be radiation, convection, both A and B, and none of the above. So in heat transfer by electric bulb, since it is a very high temperature radiating energy, so it is radiation. Obviously, when heat transfer in ambience, after the radiation, it also takes place by convection in the air medium. So we will go with the option C, both A and B. Now the fifth question. A wall of thickness 0.3 meter and thermal conductivity 0.6 is having surface area of 1 meter square. If the inner and outer temperature of the wall are 1840 degree and 340 degree, the rate of heat transfer. So this is a very simple question, just based on formula. You can use the formula to calculate rate, that is delta T divided by L over Ka. So use this formula, you will get the answer. And what is the L? The thickness is 0.3 and thermal conductivity 0.6, area is 1. So this is 2. So Q, this will become 2 times, and this will become 1500, 3000. So 3000 watt is the rate of heat transfer, the option number C. Now question number 6. A plain wall has the thermal conductivity of 2 watt per meter per Kelvin if the inner surface is 1100 degrees centigrade and outer surface at 350 degrees centigrade. The design thickness of wall to maintain a steady state heat flux. So here we are already given Q by A value, that is 2500 watt per meter square, and we are also given the K value, thermal conductivity 2 watt per meter per Kelvin, and T inner surface is 1100 degrees centigrade, outer is 350 degrees centigrade. Okay, so the design thickness, simple question. So Q by A is nothing but delta T over L by K. So simply you can put all the values, 1100 minus 350 divided by L. So this is what we have to give, and divided by K value is 2. So this value is also given, this is equal to 2500. So if you write it L by 2, and this will become 0, 5, 8, 7. 750 divided by 2500. So 1010 will go off, and this will become L is equal to 150 divided by 250, and this will become 5 3s are 15, 5.6. So 0.6 is the answer. You have to give answer between the range. So which will be the right range? The right range will be B, because this does not cover 0.6, this also does not cover, this also does not cover. So 0.45 to 0.75, this covers 0.6. So this will be our correct option. Now coming to question number 7. The back surface of a plate is heated at rate of 100 watt per meter square, and front surface is cooled by air at 30 degrees. If it is given that heat transfer coefficient between air and the plate is 50 watt, considering steady state heat transfer, what is the temperature of the front surface of the plate? So here is the schematic of the problem that is given. So it is saying that the back of the surface plate is heated at the rate of 100 watt per meter square. So basically the flux is given, that means Q by A value is given to us in 100 watt per meter square. So this is the amount of heat that is going inside at a rate of 100 watt per meter square, and the front surface is cooled by 30 degree centigrade air. So T infinity air, this front surface is being cooled. It is given that heat transfer coefficient between air and the plate, so air is flowing over this plate and the heat transfer coefficient is 50 watt per meter square degree centigrade. Considering steady state, what is the temperature of the front surface? So this temperature, this front surface, we have to find out. So you can simply use the Newton's cooling law that says Q is nothing but HA delta T. So the delta T is what? T infinity and T. So here we know that this amount of heat is also traveling from here to here. So HA delta T, T minus T infinity. So simply replace the value of Q by A. If you take, this will become 100 and H is given as 50 and T is asked, T infinity is 30 degree. So simply T will become 2 plus 30, 32 degree centigrade. So we will go with the option number C. Now 8th question is, thermal diffusivity of a substance depends on. So we have option the amount of the substance, the temperature of the substance, the thermal conductivity of the substance, both B and C. So we have to answer this question. So what is thermal diffusivity? Thermal diffusivity is represented by alpha, which is nothing but K by rho Cp. Here we see that K is the thermal conductivity, so obviously thermal conductivity is dependency, and we also see density. So density does change with temperature, as well as Cp is also a function of temperature. So we can also say that since temperature will change, Cp will change, and it also becomes a function of temperature, and obviously this thermal conductivity is already there. So both B and C will go the option number D. Now the 9th question, according to Fourier's law of heat conduction, the heat flux through a body of constant cross-sectional area is. So here Fourier's law of heat conduction we have to use, and it is asked about heat flux. So what is heat flux? Heat flux is nothing but rate of heat transfer per unit area. So if you write the rate of heat transfer according to Fourier's law, that is minus K A times dt over dx. So this is the temperature gradient, and if you take Q by A, it simply becomes minus K dt over dx. So what is coming here? Proportional only to the area. For flux there is no proportionality in area, so this is not our option. Proportional only to the volume of the body, there is no volume coming in this expression, so this is also not correct. Only dependent upon the material of the body and temperature gradient along the heat flow. Obviously, since the material of the body means thermal conductivity is fixed, so this dependent on material body and temperature gradient along the flow, temperature gradient obviously. So this is our answer. Let us see 4th option, proportional to area normal to direction of heat flow. Wrong, because heat flux is Q by A. If it is asking about rate of heat transfer, then we can say area dependency, but when it is asking about Q by A value, so for Q by A value it is not depending on the area, so this is also wrong. Now the last question is, thermal diffusivity of a substance is proportional to mass of the substance, inversely proportional to mass of the substance, directly proportional to density of the substance, and does not depend on the mass of the substance. So if you write the formula of thermal diffusivity, it is K by rho Cp. So here if you see, there is no mass coming in this. Rho is mass per unit volume, so it does not depend on the mass, and since it does not depend on the mass, proportional or inversely proportional, there is no question. And directly proportional to density, it is inversely proportional to density, this is also not correct. Does not depend on the mass of the cell, this is the correct option. So in this way we have finished 10 questions in heat transfer question series 1.2, and for solution video you can visit the PDF available on my Telegram channel, and this will be uploaded on my YouTube channel, Chemi Engineering Online. So stay tuned, stay safe. Thank you for watching this lesson.